The truth is, Enid Blyton is one of the reasons why my appetite and hunger for reading is huge, and I mean that quite literally. The descriptions of food in her books made me love her stories a little bit more, and to this day, I reread these sections from time to time to savor it. Allegra McEvedy even wrote an entire cookbook inspired by it. And as for myself, I recently stumbled across a website which curated a list of foods from her book. So I'm going to live my childhood fantasy in this video and eat the Enid Blyton diet for a day. Here are the rules for the challenge. I can't eat anything else aside from what is on the list for the whole day. I need to pick a minimum of 2 things out of the list for each meal. I can adapt according to what is available and what I consume. And finally, I rank every meal out of 5 based on how tasty they are. For breakfast, I chose hard-boiled eggs with toast and fresh fruit. The brown bread we had was covered in mold and therefore I took out white bread. While the eggs were boiling, I sliced up an apple and googled if dates qualified as fruit. They do, and so I finished that up with a handful. I would give this breakfast a 2.5 out of 5, and I think I gave this a low score because I didn't season the eggs properly. For lunch, I chose baked jacket potato and cold cuts. I don't eat ham, so I substituted that with chicken. I also didn't bake the potato. I put it in the microwave because I'm not going to wait for 1.5 hours when I can have it done in 10 minutes. I was really glad I could have chocolate because I really like something sweet at the end of the meal. I would give this lunch a solid 3 on 5. For tea time, I went looking around for scones, as is the quintessential British snack, but had to settle for fruit tarts instead. There was no doubt about hot cocoa, and my boyfriend was sweet enough to make me a cup. I would give this a 3 on 5 as well. For dinner, out of everything in the list, only salad and prawns appealed to me. I got myself some prawns from the supermarket, and since there was no specification as to what kind of salad, I just cut up a cucumber. Surprisingly, this meal really satisfied my stomach and my heart, and I give this a 4 on 5. Midnight feasts are a thing in Enid Blyton books, and I had to do justice by that with some rich chocolate biscuits and pair that up with Netflix. I didn't eat anything else because I did have a late dinner. The Enid Blyton diet didn't disappoint, but my Indian self craved chapati, curry and vada sambar and Maggi among other random cravings. I think it's safe to say...
Have you tried Indian yet, darling? Oh, you must! Once you go brown, the other colors let you down.